Well, hello, and we are back for another episode of Rainbow Flickers. And today, as usual, we are looking back at from season 3 with the episode 3 we've been watching yesterday. And what an episode that was.
Yeah, an episode that I had spoiled for me, but
Yeah, that's terrible. Guys,
well,
if you watch an episode early, just don't spoil it on social media. Think of the others who can't wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning to watch it.
no. First thing I saw, anyways. So what episode it was? A lot happened. I feel like I almost thought we were getting answers, but it kind of put us back at square one. A little bit.
Mm. Well, the episode was called Mousetrap. So now, was a mousetrap for the viewers or was a mousetrap for Tabitha? That's the question.
That's a good question. Tabitha kind of pissed me off though because we'll get to it. All right, how did this?
Mhm.
All right, David, since you're our expert in this episode, let's.
Oh, well, it's a lot again. We really following what happened in episode 2, which is the aftermath of deciding to catch one of the others, looking for food, and yeah, pretty much.
Well, I mean, were they looking for food? I feel like they found food now, but the whole
Definitely.
episode, well, the whole episode kind of centered around, them going into this village, which we still don't know much about the village. There's just some spooky, skeletal statues that I have no idea what they're there for. And Jade keeps seeing this guy with just one eye and is oozing out, and he wants Jade to drink something. And I'm like,
That's blood. That
okay,
was blood. That was blood.
I guess.
Mm.
and
Yeah, it
also,
was weird.
and also, we had our resident doctor, Christy, right? Christy ended up in a bear trap. Maybe that was
Mhm.
a trap. I don't know.
No, I have a feeling that actually the mousetrap they were mentioning it must probably due to what Tabitha said at the end, but we're gonna go back to that. But what we actually see a lot now is really the aftermath of trying to get things back to normal. We saw a little bit more about the life in the house compared to
Mm-hmm.
actually before, especially like what it's like with eating the cows and everything else. And we've got Cookie Etty, I don't remember her name. I should remember her name because she seems to be important in the show, but I don't remember her name.
I thought her name was Carol, but that's like the other girl, right? The extra that has all these lines. But
Yeah, no, Carol. Yeah, no, it's
no,
not
that's
Carol.
Claire. That's
It's
Claire.
Claire.
Okay. But I feel like there's something about that old woman that I just don't trust.
Mm,
Uh Is she friend? Is she foe? I really have not been able to discern that yet. But what I do know is that she's really weird. And I know that it's because she says that she's dying, and then she does the tarot cards, and of course, Fatima gets upset that you're making me is my pregnancy a joke to you? Well, let's rewind because we caught Fatima eating the rotten vegetables, and that's when the old lady girl saw her. She was like, "Oh, I used to lick eggshells. That was
that
my
was
thing. I
random.
used to dig them out of the garbage can and lick them." And so then this started like a whole thing where she was bonding with Fatima, and then she wanted
No.
Fatima to. She's like, "Just we're gonna find out the baby's okay. Here's the tarot cards." And Fatima's like, "Girl, am I a joke to you? Like."
Mm.
Like go on tour with the hippy dippy stuff. And so then that
There's a lot.
happened, but then the tarot reading started, and that's when we got the crow, right?
Mm. Yeah,
Mm,
now we were been talking about it quite a lot about the importance of the birds. Personally, I didn't think they were that important because we didn't see them much apart from beginning of the show and everything else. But oof, maybe I'm wrong because it's very weird that a crow come into the house, dies into the house, just to avoid the tarot card being read. This is weird.
That is true. And apparently, like I can't remember the old lady's name, but she says that these tarot cards are important because they help me predict, my cancer and the death of my husband. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
The question is now, how do the crow know they were going to do this? So do they have someone in the house or not? And that's the thing we've been mentioning quite a lot is actually, is there like a double agent in the house, actually like a kind of spying on the survivors?
Well, let's be honest. Those things know everything about them. They know everything they do. They know everything that they talk about during the day. So how do they know that?
Mm.
Maybe, I mean, there's been a lot of theories floating around that maybe it's all one big fungus, like in The Last of Us, where like everything can just read the same information, but
That would be
it's really
disappointing.
weird.
It was a
Yeah.
fungus. The culprit was the fungus. That would be disappointing. Okay. Mm.
Sorry, guys. I live next to a racetrack, so so
But
yeah, the fungus was one of the theories. Also, another theory floating around is apparently the Fae. That was something people were talking about. David doesn't seem too impressed with that one.
it's not that I'm too impressed. It actually seems way too convenient because it worked perfectly with the story, and I don't want to be spoiled before the end of season 5. And that's the
Mhm.
thing. It's just like it's cool to have theory, but when someone is right, actually, it kind of spoil everything else. Like watching a murder mystery, actually knowing the killer straight away. Just something. You just miss the opportunity to actually like get surprised. Like I was surprised with the ending of that episode, and you were not because you were spoiled. It's just
I
like
know.
but let's talk as well about the fact that we're having the dead kid just keep calling.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I feel like this show borders on a comedy because and he was just like, "Hey, Dad. Oh, Dad. You shouldn't let the kids play out. So close to the night." I'm just like,
It is weird. It is really weird because is and that's something that we keep mentioning is how many bad guy is there? Have we actually met everything that actually is after them? Or do we have some forces that actually try to help them or not? What the dead people supposed to help them? Because we do have the priest and Boyd having conversation. But is the priest there? Or is that actually a figment of Boyd's imagination? That's one
yeah.
question.
Okay, one of my biggest pet peeves about this show, about everyone in it, is like no one apparently talks. Like nobody's telling anybody what's going on. Jade is over here seeing one-eyed Willie.
Mm.
He's not telling anyone. Then we got Justin, who's apparently seeing the cicadas again, not telling anyone.
And oh, are you okay? Well, I'm fine. No, you've been talking to your dead kid. Just like at one point, maybe you should tell people because I think people will believe you to tell that to
Yeah, I
them.
mean, just like she was saying, like the old lady was saying to Fatima, Fatima's like, I don't believe in, tarot cards and all this. And she's like, I'm sure you didn't believe in a lot of things before
Mhm.
you got here, but we're literally in a world where we can't leave. And there's monsters that come out at night that transform into something hideous. Like, so you telling me you don't believe in tarot cards?
Yeah, this is weird. But for me, really, for me, I'm still confused about is the dead people the others? Are they actually pretending to be dead? Are they able to actually change the form to pretend to be the dead people? In that case, how does that work? Oh, is that another entity is doing this? Is that entity actually a bad person, a bad an enemy, or someone trying to help? It's
Yeah, I
just
mean,
like it's confusing to me now.
well, if that's the case, when Boy's wife came back, technically, that wasn't her, right?
It was not her, but
You
did
know,
she help or did she didn't help?
that's true.
And then another dead kid who actually calling the dad and just saying you should be careful with your kid. That's another thing. It's just weird.
And what's the guy? Gary. Gary, stop being so annoying. When he was out there with
Mm.
Jade and going out with everything, and then when Christy had her leg stuck in a bear trap, I found Gary to be so annoying. I'm just
Well, Gary was annoying last season too, if you
he
remember correctly.
was,
He's Mr. Annoying.
he's really annoying. Like, and I'm worried about Jade because apparently Jade has become a fan favorite, and we know what happens with fan favorites on this show. Mm.
Mm.
Apparently Smiley. Apparently they said Smiley became a fan favorite. The first
Mm.
monster with evil. They say he became a fan favorite, and that's why they decided to kill him off. So
Really?
yeah,
I haven't heard that. Oh, damn. Okay. So, guys, we need to become assholes to be able to stay in a show. That's crazy. That's
yeah.
the opposite of what people are asking in shows.
I feel like
Mhm.
Tien Chin was probably like a. But I know some people had a little bit of a problem with her Cantonese accent. They said it was too forced. So don't know if that has something to do with it either. But
She was Cantonese, isn't she?
she was Canadian,
She was Canadian. Okay.
but she spoke Cantonese, and they saying that she was trying to force like an, I guess, authentic, I don't know,
In,
Cantonese accent
s-
when she spoke
mm,
it. I don't know.
in some way, I actually believe maybe a story run its course. That's the feeling I had. She was there, but I saw they had no food left.
But now
But
they
she
do.
was no, they do, yeah. But I think it was more interesting to see the loss of her on everyone else because she was aware, like, well, actually, no, she was not really aware, like, because they pretty much mentioned it a couple of times this episode.
Yeah, but hey, at least it gave that black lady a story arc,
We were wondering where she was, and then she was there cleaning up with Ethan, who was being very
Yeah,
emo.
and I just really want to know for my some of my black viewers, are we all just going to pretend like there's a hairstylist because the braids are still done all the time? So who's doing hair? And is it in the colony house? I need answers.
She got nothing to do. She got nothing else to do, I think. Let's be honest. She just went there to get a pot.
Because I'm like, girl, I'm just saying. But yeah, apparently she finally has a little bit of storyline. You said maybe love interest for Boyd. I
It
doubt it.
sounds like
I
really?
don't know. Boyd seems to not really be interested in that right
Oh, yeah, well.
now. But you never know. You never know.
Mm. And we got Ethan becoming emo.
Oh yes, I'm
Mm.
telling you, he's gonna be like Carl on The Walking Dead. People
Mm.
are
Who's
gonna
gonna
start
bury
memeing him.
mommy? She's dead anyway. So it's like, okay.
Oh, and also let's talk about Elgin. Elgin, pretty easy acting job he's had this season.
I've been sleeping for the entire show. And that's kind of
uh,
annoyed me because they set up that mystery on season 2. We still haven't known much. We just know he's sleeping.
well, it was because I think a lot of people forget. Boyd said it's safe to sleep now. But that's not entirely true because the cicadas are returning, as you saw with Justin. So,
It was, yeah,
mm.
cicadas. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
And now let's talk about the elephant in the, no, the elephant, not going on the elephant, hasn't eaten for a couple of days. Tabitha.
Tabitha, girl, what are you doing? I don't. She
Mm.
pissed me. I'm sorry, she pissed me off. Like, I know it's because she hasn't eaten, but like, girl, you are that close to the tree, and you're talking about, oh, what if it's a trap? What if it's a trap? Get me out of here! Stop the car! Stop the car! I'm just
But
like, oh my
at the
god.
same time, I do actually understand why she's doing this. She's been actually controlled by vision for, okay. Mister is not happy about my, okay. I'm not saying anything.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just like, girl, you doing too much. And then when they took her to when he was taking her to the tree, of course, she causes a car wreck. She causes a car wreck, and then she's like, what is it? The paramedics say, "Oh, you're the lady with the lunchbox. We've been looking all over town for you. We got to get you back to the doctor." And then they ended up backing from. But well, let's talk about what actually sent Tabitha over the edge, and it was her finding that bracelet. Apparently, the same bracelet that she made her husband, right?
Hmm. Let's be honest. Okay. You've understand the situation when she's actually been having vision of dead kids. She knows she need to protect the kid. And suddenly she meet the dad of Victor in that place, who
Mm-hmm.
actually gave her a lot of information. Suddenly the bottle tree is in a garden of Victor's dad. He knows where there's another tree, and inside the glove box compartment, there is actually exactly the same bracelet that she offered her husband. At
Mm-hmm.
one point, you will wonder, is it a trap? Because they've been playing around with the people's mind lately. And for me, I do have this sensation. Maybe she was actually in this kind of thing that actually make us stuck in this kind of delusion. And now that she actually waking up, they're bringing her back into actually the town in reality. I don't know. I have a feeling that might be something that we might actually have an answer to. Because, yeah, there's way too much coincidence. Way, way, way too much.
Can't wait for episode 4. I have seen the teaser for it, so it's gonna
I
be
haven't.
very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Okay, okay, I haven't seen the teaser yet, so.
Hmm. Well, David, I'll let you do the outro.
Okay. So, will Tabitha survive the crash? Will Victor will be happy with his daddy's coming back into the scene? Will Ethan start to wear makeup and big hair? What we'll know next time on From.
Okay, guys, and as always, if you like the videos, you can like and subscribe, and we'll
Yeah.
see you on episode 4.
Hmm.
Bye.